Hi everyone, now we're going to be looking at the pelvis, and what I have in front of me here is half of a pelvis, and we can also see there is a part of the proximal end of the femur here as well. The pelvis has a lot of distinctive processes on it, so let's go right into that. So you're looking at the lateral side of the pelvis here, and this part up on top where people would normally put their hands on their hips, this is called the iliac crest. Iliac crest. On the front of the iliac crest is a prominent process where your belt would approximately be, called the anterior, meaning front, superior iliac spine. Down here is the anterior inferior iliac spine, the origin for one of the quadricep muscles, rectus femoris. Up here is the origin for sartorius, a muscle we're going to learn. Coming along the iliac crest towards the back is where your dimples would be, or most people would have little dimples on their backside, called the posterior superior iliac spine, or PSIS. Posterior inferior iliac spine. And this is a big notch for the sciatic nerve to come through here. Down at the bottom where you sit, this is where people call your sits bones. This is called the ischial tuberosity. There's a big hole here called the obturator foramen. A couple of muscles, quite a few actually, originate right around here, particularly hip lateral rotators. The front is known as the pubic area. So this is, of course, where the pubic symphysis would be, right here, where the pelvis joins the other half. At the back, it joins at the sacroiliac joint. So that's the pelvis. Now let's take a look at the femur. Looking at the proximal end of the femur, right here, we can see a rounded head, a neck where a lot of hip fractures occur. Greater trochanter, we get 8 muscles attaching to this, which we'll go through. Lesser trochanter, which is the attachment for iliopsoas. There's a big line down the back of the femur, which you can see here. It's called the linea aspera, another process for muscle attachments, what we're going to learn. And then down here at the distal end, we see it flares out into 2 condyles, which would be the articulation for the tibiofemoral joint or the knee. There's the patella, and we see that as a free-floating bone called a sesamoid bone. These are covered, by the way, with articular cartilage, very slippery, and the patella rides in the groove that is formed by the condyles. Okay, on to the tibia and fibula.